ready, you guys. It's going to be a long one. We've got a lot of yarn to go through today. Hey everybody, it's Katie, the Celestial Homebody, and welcome to our haul. I haven't actually counted, but when I was ordering things online, I was kind of mentally keeping track about how many skeins of yarn I was planning on getting, and it was over 100. So I have a lot of yarn to show you guys today. If you have not seen my vlog from earlier this week where I go shopping at Michael's and Joann's and I get a lot of this stuff, I will link it at the end of this video so that you can go check that out. We have a lot of fun shopping together. But for today, I'm going to show you every skein of yarn that I got and then tell you what plans I have with it, if I have any plans with it. Because, you know, sometimes you just find a pretty skein of yarn and you're like, I don't know what I'm going to use, but I need it, especially with Joann's now announcing that they're closing 500 stores, and Indiana is one that is expected to be heavily impacted. The chances of me having a local Joann's is now very low. So once those stores close, I'm probably going to have to drive into like Kentucky, Ohio, Illinois, any of the surrounding states to get to the nearest Joann. So I did start stocking up, but I didn't go completely ham. There are some skeins of yarn that I wrote down when I was at Joann that I was like, I need these eventually. But our car was completely full pretty much, and we did not have room for me to get everything in that one trip. And once I'm done showing you all said yarn, we are going to take a couple minutes and organize my cube shelf. And I also have a new bookshelf back here now. I got that just so that I can put some of this yarn because I don't know where I'm going to keep all this stuff. So we're going to organize the yarn wall as well. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to start with Michael's yarn. So at Michael's, I got a couple of the mystical colors. If you have never worked with Bernat Mystical, do yourself a favor. This stuff is like butter in the hands. It is so soft, so squishy. I love it. I already had some of their other green. So this green, I'm also going to do my very best to read you the yarn color names in a timely manner and not take 15 years to try to find the color name, because that's usually what happens. So I have the other green color, and I believe that one is called Spearmint, the one that is back there. But this one is called Fresh Green, and this one looks more variegated than the other green that they have. But this is really pretty. I mean, I have a lot of plans for this. It's green, and green is like one of my most used colors for amigurumi. So frogs, snakes, turtles, I mean, lots of things in this green color, and it's so soft, you guys. I'm not wearing makeup today, so I can do this. Oh, it's so soft. Okay. Also, we have the purple, and this is color shade name Purple Sky. And I don't have any specific plans with this purple color other than I don't have very many purple yarns. I mean, you can see those are the only 2 cubes right there that I have purple yarn in, and most of them aren't like lavender. They're like neon purple or dark like eggplant color. So this is just a unique color that I do not have yet. So I got the purple. Oh, it got caught on my ring as I threw it. Oh no, now that skein's a disaster. So also in the mystical, I got this color called Pink Quartz. And just like the purple, I do not have very many pink colors. I mean, you can see that's all my pink right there. Just those 2 cubes. So as you can see by my yarn storage, I have quite a few neutrals, but in the actual colors, I don't have a lot. And I will want to take a second to say, you guys, that You might think that this is a lot, and it is, but I have 2 gigantic markets coming up this spring in March and in May. Combined with the 2 events, we're talking like a patronage of like 80,000 people. So I cannot be playing games with my inventory. So that's why I stocked up on all this yarn, and I have a feeling I'm going to go through it really quick because I need to get to market prepping for both of those events. So anyways, also from Michaels, I got some white loops and threads faux fur, and I got this. Oh, it's so soft. Oh, it's so soft. I got this because I want to make some skunks, and so I wanted it for like the skunk tails. I have been using the Bernat Pipsqueak, which if you don't know what that is, it's not fur. It's like little kind of tassels. I don't know how you'd say it. But I've been using that for the skunk tails, but I really wanted to up my game and do the fur because I also make squirrels with the same pattern. And for the squirrel tails, I use fur that's just like this. So I wanted them to kind of match with their vibe so that people can choose if they want a squirrel or a skunk. So I got the white. And then I got 2 skeins of the Blush Loops and Threads Sweet Snuggles. I'm sorry, this is Chenille Home. They're interchangeable. They really just need to pick one name and stick to it because every crocheter will say Chenille Home or Sweet Snuggles, and they pretty much are the same thing with slightly different colors. So anyways, I got 2 skeins of the blush. This was only $2.50 a skein, you guys. $2.50. And a lot of Michaels are discounting and clearancing out their Chenille Home and Sweet Snuggles Light because if you have not heard, Michaels has discontinued both lines temporarily until they fix the quality issues that they've been having. These 2 feel pretty good. I personally hate working with Sweet Snuggles and the regular Chenille Home because it is so thick, so I have to use a plastic hook, which I'm not about. I'm a metal hook girly, and it sheds like crazy. So I don't know what I'm going to use these on, but it was only $2.50 a skein. And the good thing about this yarn is that things work up really big in it. So I might do something easy that doesn't involve a lot of sewing, because if you've ever tried sewing with this stuff, you know that it ain't an easy task. So we'll see what I end up using that on. And then I got a ton of the new Loops and Threads Fluffy Flex. So do these have special names? No, they're just called their color name. So I got the purple, the blue, the pink. Gotta throw them all over there. The orange, that one looks like sherbet. The mint green. And then I got 2 yellows. So I saw these colors and I immediately had 2 ideas in mind. One of them I told you guys in the vlog, which was doing like a quadruple stack ice cream cone plushie and using these colors because they look like ice cream with sprinkles. So I want to do that. But I also had another idea in mind that I'm not going to spoil for you guys. You need to watch my weekly makes videos because I will definitely be using these in a special secret project coming up in that. And I got 2 yellows because my plan is to use these 2 for like the main body of the item that I'm making, trying to be discreet. So you have to come back for that and subscribe if you like amigurumi inspiration and things. We're gonna see how this works up. It's a very interesting texture. It is like blanket yarn, but it seems to be thicker than a Bernat. So I'm gonna try a 6.5 millimeter hook on this and see how it goes. If this is something like the regular Sweet Snuggles or Chenille Home where I have to pull out one of my bigger plastic hooks, it's all going back. So we'll see. I'm thinking just based on the feel that the 6.5 millimeter will work on this. It's just going to be a really dense plushie. So we shall see. So that was it from Michaels. Oh, never mind. I have one more. I dropped this one. It is the white variant of the Fluffy Flex. So much fun. I don't know what I'm going to use the white on. I don't have a plan with this. Leave me a comment if you have an idea of what I can make with this. So let's talk about what I got at Dollar Tree. Only 2 things from Dollar Tree. And one of the skeins is downstairs, but this is the Premier Just Chenille. So they have these at most Dollar Trees now. In my hometown, we have a very, very, very small Dollar Tree, and they just recently started carrying yarn in their craft section. So for $1.25, you can get this Just Chenille from Premier. And the only thing that I can relate this feeling to is if you've ever gotten chenille on Amazon, which I have some that I'm going to show you in just a second. This feels like the chenille from Amazon. It's not like a parfait chunky. You can kind of see it's more like glistening, shimmery. It's a lot slipperier. I guess it's kind of relatable to if you've ever used from Joann's the Juicy Couture velour yarn. It's kind of like that texture, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it doesn't feel fantastic. It could be just like every other chenille yarn where some skeins feel super nice and soft and silky, and then some feel really starchy. And I think that might have to do with the dye. I don't know. Like maybe they didn't wash the dye completely out of this skein. It doesn't feel great. Like it definitely is leaving a little something something on my hands. But I do not have any blues in this color in my collection, as you can see. So I wanted to get something a little bit more unique. And I always, for my markets, make gummy bears. They're always a great seller. I don't put them on keychains or anything. They're just like little handheld gummy bears that always sell phenomenally with like the kids and the teenagers. So I thought that this would be a nice, vibrant gummy bear color. So I got this. And then the other skein is downstairs that I got from Dollar Tree. But if you watched my vlog, then you saw it in that. It is like a peachy color. And I got that to make dumpling keychains with because I want to add to my market repertoire some like fake like play sushi and dumplings and bao and things like that. And so I got that peach color to make the dumplings, and they have little faces and they're very cute. So that was it for Dollar Tree. But I also got a package from Amazon. And now if you've been around here for a minute, you know that I absolutely love Amazon chenille. This chenille is from Amazon, and I will link it down below. This stuff feels just like the Juicy Couture yarn. So soft. It is such a pleasure to work with. I have never gotten a skein of this stuff that is starchy or whatever. The pack that I got this in came in like a 45 pack with a bunch of different colors, including some variegateds, including like 2 rainbow variegateds, and then there was like a pink and purple combo, and then a blue and green combo. They're all stunning yarns. I got that at the very beginning of my amigurumi journey, and I am still working through a lot of these rainbow variegateds, but I use these for unicorn hair, which is perfect. Or like tentacles on squid or jellyfish. They're a lot of fun, especially that blue-green variegated that I was telling you about. But anyways, I digress. So this is from a different company that I got this stuff on from Amazon. And I can already tell the skeins, I think, are smaller than what I got with these. But let's open it up and see how these feel. Okay. It's not as soft as that other yarn. but it's better than the Dollar Tree yarn. So I think I'm going to keep it. I mean, I'm kind of a snob when it comes to like the feel of things, because when you're a market prepper, you know, when you're making the same thing over and over and over again, you want your hands to feel good. I think I'm going to keep it. I mean, it definitely feels better than the Dollar Tree yarn. And I love the colors. So I will show you all the colors. So we've got green. This is a stunning green. And the only company that makes a green like this, I believe, I have not used any of the Himalayan yarns, so they might have a green like this. But in the Parfait Chunky, they just came out with a new color called Goblin, which I did get. So we can compare the Goblin to this color. But this is a beautiful green. We have this like dusty pink. We've got another peach color. This is kind of the color that I got from Dollar Tree, but this is good for like skin tones and stuff. I mean, this isn't super thick chenille, so it's gonna come out small, but you've got a skin tone color. And then we've got a really pretty bright yellow. I like that yellow. It's a lot more vibrant than like the sunshine yellow from Parfait Chunky. Oh, they gave me a crochet hook. A 5mm crochet hook and some stitch markers and safety eyes. That was nice of them. We've got white and black. This green. This looks just like the color key lime from Parfait Chunky. And then this nice bright red. We've got purple. Nice lavender, although this is more like a mauve-y lavender. Like this is the Parfait Chunky lavender, and then this is this Amazon chenille. Now this looks like it might be similar to the new Parfait Chunky color. It's called Haze. So we'll take a look at the three of them together too. But there's purple. We've got a pink. Yeah, it's very shiny like the Dollar Tree yarn is. This is a really fun orange. This is like a traffic cone orange, which is great because I find myself needing orange a lot more than like you'd think that I would need orange, especially around Halloween time. And then finally we have this really pretty soft blue. And this is different than the blue that I got from Dollar Tree. So together, there are the blues. Here's the Dollar Tree one, and the skein is definitely smaller. Let me see. How many yards? It doesn't even tell me how many. Oh, yes, it does. It's 100 grams, 93 yards for the Amazon ones, and then for the Dollar Tree ones, it is only 65 yards. So 93 compared to 65. When you price break this Amazon pack down that I got, I believe each skein was like $3.50. So take that with what you will. Maybe the Dollar Tree yarn will be cheaper in the long run if you get multiple skeins. But I like that this came with multiple colors in a pack because this yarn is perfect for the gummy bears. And I got a claw machine too for markets, which I'm super excited about. And I think that things will work up small enough in that chenille that they'll be perfect for the claw machine. So that was everything that I got from Amazon, but I've got a big Premier order. So let's take a look at that. So I got a great big box of Premier, including some yarns that I have never gotten before. So right on top here, we've got that new purple color that I was telling you about. So this is called Haze. I got 2 skeins of this. And here is their lavender color, and then there is the haze color. And then here's that Amazon color. So they're all kind of different shades of purple. So that's nice to have a variety. This does not feel nearly as soft as this does. And it looks like it might be a tad thinner too. You can see how on the new one, it almost looks like somebody like ran over it with a car. How it's like spiky. I don't know how you say that. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. But this one is nice and smooth. And then this one has like spikies in it. Like the fluff is, I don't know. It definitely does not feel as soft, but it's not bad enough where I want to send it back. So that's good. So I got 2 skeins of this. I'm actually going to set these right here with my purple, so it's less work for me to do later when we organize. Oh, they're probably going to end up getting moved anyways. So then I got some yarn that I have never used before from Premier, and this is the Chenille Brights. And to my understanding, this is supposed to be like blanket yarn, kind of. Okay, yeah, it's like a thin blanket yarn. Like this is, I would say, about the same weight as the Bernat Mystical. Oh, but that's nice and soft. So I got 3 skeins of the color Rust because I am constantly finding myself needing this color. This is good for squirrel. Oh, I haven't been telling you what I'm using things for. Well, I kind of have. I told you the gummy bears. I have no plans with the purple. For this, I'm thinking squirrels. I want to make a Pokemon Eevee out of this. Maybe like chicks and eggs with this color. I mean, it's a neutral, so you can't go wrong with a neutral. Also, I love the sound of this bag crinkling. Look, this is a little ASMR for you. Isn't that nice? So anyways, 3 skeins of the Rust color. That'll be fun to work with. Then in the Brights, I got a Winter White. Ooh, that does not feel good. Oh, that really doesn't feel good. I wish touch vision was a thing so that you could reach through the camera and feel that. This feels very starchy. It's like, look at how dense it is. Do you see how dense? I've never done a Premier return. Is it a pain? I don't want to have to pay for shipping back. I don't know if they make you, but this isn't great. The good news is that I didn't really have a purpose for the Winter White. I just thought that it would be a nice color to have on hand as, you know, a neutral to pair with other things. Oh, actually, that's a lie. If I am going to do a Pokemon Eevee, then I'm going to need both the Rust color and this color. This is like her little fluff around her neck. We'll see. I'm not too ecstatic about how that one feels. Then I got 3 of the Premier Basics Blacks. And let's see. This feels better than the Winter White. This feels good. This is soft. That's nice. All right. I mean, it's just a black. There's not too much exciting about that, but 3 blacks. Then I got a bunch of one-offs. So I used to only order my Premier yarns from Herschners because Herschners would every once in a while have a shipping coupon where you get free shipping with $35 over, or they'll do like 1 cent shipping. They'll do like a fun deal. And it was great too because all of the Premier yarns, like the Parfait Chunky, would always be $1 cheaper on Herschners than on the Premier website, which I never understood why that would be, but it was. And you could get a 3-pack of a color on Herschners for $11.99, which saved you like $3. It was essentially like buying 2 skeins and getting 1 skein free. But Herschners has since, with the new year, I think, gotten rid of that. So now when you buy a 3-pack, it's just the normal price of 3 skeins. And they have raised their price $1. So now they are no cheaper than Premier. So that's a bummer. Herschners has kind of lost my business. I might as well just order from Premier because Premier gives you free shipping over a certain amount. And Herschners is crazy expensive shipping because they charge you shipping based on how much you spent. So the other reason why I didn't order this box from Herschners is because they don't have all of the new Premier colors, or the Parfait Chunky colors, I mean. So here is the new green color. It's called Goblin, and that is a really pretty green. This feels like Posh. This feels like Big Twist Posh from Joann's. It's like dense. I don't know. Well, I got two skeins. Let me see. Does this skein? This skein feels better than this one. Isn't that so weird? This is lackluster. I'm a little disappointed, but I'll use it because that's a really pretty green color. Oh, this is nice. Okay, this is the Basics Bright in the color Sand, and that is soft. That is really nice. I'm very happy about this. And the other color, yeah, I have it over there. I was looking. I have a very similar color to this. It's a little different, but that is Chenille Home Slim from Michaels, which we can no longer get. So this will be a good temporary replacement. Now, I don't know if I like the texture, like the visual texture of the Basics Brights. I prefer a smoother yarn in plushies, but it's going to have to do. That's just a personal preference, but that feels really good. I'm excited to work with that. Also, in the Premier Basics, I got one white. I don't know why I didn't get more white. I feel like white is kind of a staple. Oh, I know why I didn't get more white. Because I have a bunch of Parfait Chunky white left over. So I didn't feel like I needed it, I guess. This feels really good. Really good. Happy with that one. Ooh. Okay, this color in the Brights is Bright Violet. Y'all, look at that skein, the band on that ball. You see all the dye all over it? That makes me really nervous. Because I use very expensive tulip crochet hooks. And if you've been around here for a minute, you know that I was really upset because one of them got stained from using a really bad batch of Chenille Home Slim. And it completely stained the handle black on my pretty pink tulip crochet hooks. Why do I have a feeling that this band is telling me that the dye is going to rub off of this like crazy, all over my hands, all over the white couch, all over the crochet hooks? Let me know in the comments if you have ever received a skein like this and if it turned out okay, or if I should avoid using this with my good crochet hooks and not sitting on my white couch. It feels really good though. It feels nice. I just don't like the way that that looks. Okay, also, oh, here's another skein of the Sand color, and this one feels just as good as the other one, so I'm happy I got two of those. Then we have another Winter White. Oh, and it feels so bad. It feels so bad. Gosh, I wish you could feel this. The difference between the one that I just threw down there and this one is crazy. It's like, it's starchy, it's thick. You know what I'm talking about. You're a crocheter. You know that when you feel a bad skein of yarn, you know how bad it feels. I'm going to have to check on their return policy because I think both of these Winter Whites are going back. Okay, so in Parfait Chunky, oh, this one feels good. Okay, so this is another one of their new colors. This is called Maze, and this is a orangey, like a marigold orangey yellow. It's coming off more orange on the camera, but I would classify it in person with my eyeballs as a yellow, but definitely a marigold yellow with a lot of warm undertones. But that's pretty. I don't have anything like that in my stash, so perfect, and that one feels nice. Also in Parfait Chunky, we have Azure, and this one feels a little rough, but that's okay. I could have sworn I got 2 skeins of this. There might be more in the box. That's where we are in the box, by the way. There might be more down below, but again, I do not have this color in my collection. I have really light blues and then darker blues. So happy to have that. We have a poppy, and this one is nice and soft. A poppy. And then a seal gray, which I need to finish up some Totoros on swings. So we've got that one. Then we have another Basics Brights, and this is in the shade Lemon. And this one feels really nice. That feels good. I have no, actually, yes, I was going to say I have no purpose for this, but I want to make some little Chunky Mon by Naughty Nat on Instagram. You might have heard of her Pokemon balls that she calls Chunky Mon. I needed some yellow to make Pikachu, and really all of the yellows that I have are like bright, but not bright, more muted yellows, like the Sunshine in the Parfait Chunky, and Pikachu needs to be an electric yellow because he's an electric Pokemon. All right, then I got a couple colors of the Pom Pom, and I have never used the Parfait Chunky Pom Pom before, and this feels really good. Although, I will say we've got a couple of little loosey-goosey threads hanging out there, which I'm not ecstatic about, but this feels nice. This feels like it might be thinner than regular Parfait Chunky. I don't know, I could be tripping, but I got 3 colors in this. So I got the white, which is called Let's Glow. Let's Glow, girls. And then the black, which is Neon Nights. I do not have any specific use for these yet. I know that I'm going to come up with something really cool to use these on though. And then I got the Caramel Crunch. For one of my markets, my very first market that I did actually, I made some cookies out of just this color, Parfait Chunky, made some cookies. And they were like stuffed. So, you know, it was like 2 circles and then I crocheted them together or sewed them together. I don't remember. But then I embroidered like little, on some of them I did chocolate chips. And then on others I did like M&M looking things. And they didn't sell. So I don't know that I'm ever going to make them again. But if I were to make cookies, I feel like this would be perfect because that would get rid of the having to embroider in all of the fun colors for the M&Ms. But I really like that colorway. Then I have a Parfait Chunky in Teddy Bear. They have been out of Teddy Bear for a hot minute. I only got 1 because I have 2 other skeins in my collection already. So that puts me at 3. So I'm happy about that. Then we got to, oh my gosh, these feel so good. Oh, I'm so happy because I use Ballet Pink a ton. And these feel phenomenal. So I've got 2 Ballet Pink. And then the rest that are in here are more of the Premier Chenille Brights. So we have this color, which is Bubblegum. And I do not have any of the shade in my stash. I have all of like the lighter, like the Ballet Pink shades. This is a nice in-between between like the hot pink and the light pink. So that one feels good. We have another one of the Rust. So I think that's 3. Did I get 3 or 4 of the Rust? This is 4. I don't think I meant to order this because I got a 3-pack and then, yeah. Maybe I got 4. I don't know. Like I said, I use this color a lot, so I will definitely use it. Then we have a mustard. Feels okay. We have another, oh no, this is a mushroom. I do not have any of the Parfait Chunky mushroom. So, goody, mushroom. Then oh, this one feels nice. This is the blush. And then we have, this is a pretty color, Sea Foam. which I believe they make a seafoam in Parfait Chunky, which I do not have either. So again, I took pictures of my yarn stash and I bring it with me whenever I go shopping or whenever I shop online, because I like to see where I have gaps in the colors. So all of my blues are down here. So as you can see, it's kind of a unique shade. So I try to just fill the gaps. And sometimes it's things that I'm just replacing that I had and I'm out of, or sometimes it's things that I've never had before. Like I've never had that color before, but I'm excited to use it. And then lastly, in this great big box, we have this fun bright pink called Hibiscus. And I have Parfait Chunky and Hibiscus that I like to use. This is great for like mermaids and under the sea creatures. I don't know. I like to use it for stingrays and things. So that's the Premier Brights. And none of the other ones had all of the dye around the band like that one Bright Violet did. So maybe it's just that color. Maybe it's just that skein. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, because I read every single comment. Let me know if you have had that experience too. I really hope it doesn't dye my crochet hook. But if not, I can use this free one that Amazon got me. So I also placed a Herschners order because I always have a cart full on Herschners, and then the second that I get that text or email that they've got a free shipping deal or 1-cent shipping deal, I check out faster than you can say yarn. And there were a couple of colors of Parfait Chunky that I needed that they were out of stock on the Premier website. So I placed a Herschners order. Unfortunately, it got delayed in transit because of weather. So I will just tell you what I got and then put the pictures of what it is up on the screen.
Well, here's more that.
Breaking news, yarn has arrived. This, I believe, is from Herschners. Oh, it's wet. Is it raining outside?
Yeah.
All right, here it is. We've got the mustard. Here is the garden party. That's pretty. Wow. You like that, huh?
That is very cute.
And then we've got the cardinal. So here's the poppy. It's like a nice bright red. And then I use the cardinal for this Pokeball. So you can see together the shade difference. So the poppy is a lot more of like a bright, happy red. And then this is just like your standard red. Also, I don't think I ever told you guys the story about how my pinky got so jacked up. When I was 6, I lived in California, and there in suburban sprawl, everybody's garages were attached to the house, unlike here in Indiana where most of us have detached garages. But the doorway between the garage and the house was always super heavy because it was like weatherproof. I don't know. But when I was 6 years old, my hand got slammed in that really heavy garage door and it broke my pinky. And we didn't go and get it like rebroken, because when you break a finger, you're typically, depending on the break, but usually you're supposed to have it rebroken so that it grows properly. And because I was so young, my bone just grew however it needed to grow to heal itself. So that's why this pinky is really jacked up. Because it broke when I was 6. Anyways, I completely digress. The sea glass, pretty. And then our what is this called? Primary. And the XL sprinkles. There's more yarn to the pile. Oh, nope, that was it. Just the receipt. Okay, so from Joann's, we have this big box and this big bag. So we have a lot to go through with Joann's. These are going to be in no specific order. These are just, I'm just grabbing them as they come out. So, sorry if it's kind of chaotic. Also, it's worth mentioning. So you guys saw that I went shopping at Joann's, and I did. They were out of a couple of skeins that I needed at that location. So I placed an online order to ship to me, and You guys, I ordered, I think, 8 skeins of yarn from Joann's. Every single skein that I ordered shipped separately in its own package. And I am a small business owner and I sell on Etsy. And so I know how much shipping costs and it's not cheap. So I'm just saying, maybe if they fixed their shipping issues, then maybe Joann's would not be in the situation that they're in financially, because that is not cheap, shipping every skein of yarn separately. And I believe that they each came from like a store, like they did not send them from the warehouse. So that needs to be fixed. I mean, look, my college degree is not in finance or business or anything. I have a degree in elementary education, but just like everybody else on the internet, I'm going to give my 2 cents about it, even though I have no business speaking on the subject. But maybe if Joann's fixed that issue, they wouldn't be in bankruptcy. Anyways, I love Joann's. I love it. And I'm super bummed that they are having to close their doors on many stores, but it's better than shutting down completely, which I think is still an option. But the way that it's looking right now, they're just closing some stores. So anyways, I digress yet again. Let's talk about what I got at Joann's. So the first thing is this Caron Colorama Halo. Why can't I say that? It's just Colorama Halo. And this is like the gray and white shade. Does it have a name? It's called Graphite Frost. And what I loved about this, I saw the fuzzy on it and I like beelined for it at the store. You guys probably saw if you watched the vlog. I was like, that would be perfect for mice, for mices, because mice are fluffy and some are gray, some are white. So I can just make as many mice as I can get out of this skein. And I mean, it's thin, right? So I'm going to use probably like a 4mm crochet hook, which I normally never use with amigurumi because I typically like to go, the bigger the better, right, ladies? Because if you're putting time into making things, you want to be able to get a decent price out of them. And customers don't realize that if you have something this big and this big, that's the same exact pattern, it did not take you any more time to do the big one. It's just a matter of what hook size and what yarn you used. So I typically like to err on the side of bigger so that I can get a higher price for it. But because mice are so little, I thought that this would be okay. Plus, this feels like it's going to be a pleasure to work with. It is so soft. So it is thin. I might even double it. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work with like the color phasing, but we'll see. Hit the subscribe button if you're interested in like my weekly makes video. Every Monday I post what I made that week, and I'm sure soon, I don't know about this upcoming week, but at least the week after, I will have some mice to show you in this yarn. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you are interested in that sort of thing. So also from Joann's, I got a lot of fur. So what I'm going to use this for, you got me, but I wanted to get it before they closed. So this is the color Pastel Core. And if you know me, you know that I'm a pastel queen and I love everything with pastel colors. So I had to get it. This might be good for like an accent on like a dragon or something. So I got Pastel Core. Then this colorway is called Highland Cow. So it's like a stripe of white and brown. And I have not really ventured into the world of making cows, even though that is a very common thing that people make for markets. But if I do make a cow, it's going to be a Highland cow. Because if you know me, you know that I love Scotland and I love Highland cows. Here's a picture of me with a Highland cow. So I thought that this would be good for that. Then we've got another super pretty pastel shade. This is called Mermaid Mood, and I actually prefer this one over the Pastel Core. Let me grab it so we can compare. So the Pastel Core more reminds me of Easter. It has like the lime greens and stuff. The Mermaid Mood has a lot more muted colors, and I mean, they're both really pretty, but I think I prefer this one. Again, what I'm going to make in it, I don't know. Give me ideas in the comments. That's not all of the fur that I got. That's just what was on top. So this is Posh, and Posh is one of the ones, Posh and Baby Bear specifically are the two big twist brands that I was really worried about scalpers buying out, and then none of us would have access to it. And I don't use either very much because, again, I like to do bigger things if I'm going to put the amount of time that it takes to do an amigurumi plushie. I would prefer it come out bigger, but I love the way that they feel. I prefer Baby Bear over Posh, like the feeling of it. But this color is, I believe it's Croissant. Yeah, it's Croissant. That's a nice neutral. And then in Baby Bear, this is the color Brown Sugar, and they're definitely different shades of brown, but Posh has another couple shades of brown. One is like a mushroomy color, which I have in my stash, so I didn't get any of that. There is a darker brown too, and this Baby Bear color fits nicely in between the two Posh shades in terms of like shade. So I'm happy I got my hands on this. This is one that I had to order online because they were out of stock at the store. And this Baby Bear, if you have worked with Baby Bear, then you're going to know what I'm talking about. It used to be a lot more like the shiny chenille, and they changed the manufacturing of it, and now it feels and looks exactly like Posh. The skein looks different, but I mean, when you look at the actual strands of yarn, they look like they're the same thing. So actually this Posh isn't a super high quality one. It looks like, it doesn't look very smooth, but you know what I'm talking about. The Baby Bear used to be a lot more shiny, versus this almost kind of feels like t-shirt yarn, like a tube. I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully I'm getting my point across. You know what I'm talking about if you worked with it, that they changed the formula of the Baby Bear. So I got those two colors. Oh, here's another couple of furs. So we've got this color. This is called Golden Doodle, I believe. Where is the yarn name? Golden Doodle, which is perfect. Y'all know I have a cute little golden doodle named Paisley. Paisley is actually darker than this, but that's okay. We don't discriminate against doodle colors. They're all beautiful. I think I might make a little Paisley. I think I'm going to use a darker brown though if I want it to be like realistic to my little Paisley, my little golden doodle. But this is just a nice neutral fur color. This would be good for like the fur like on the tops of the chicks and things like that. So neutral color. Hey, look, another package from Joann, because they can't send everything in the same package. You take that, good sir, thank you. And then, let's see the last thing that Joann sent me. Oh yeah, this is a fur color that they didn't have in stock in store, but this is the fur color that I'm thinking I'm gonna use when I make a Paisley. And this is the colorway Sea Otter. So let me grab, here's the golden doodle color, here's the Sea Otter. Paisley, come here. You know what? The croissant and the Sea Otter would look good together. Come here, I need to color match you. What do we think? Oh yeah, that's it. The Sea Otter. You're a Sea Otter. How does that make you feel? Main character energy. Okay, thank you for your guest star appearance.
Okay. Come on.
So yeah, I think for Paisley, I'm going to have to do these two colors.
Okay.
Then we have this shade is Gray Fox. Don't have any specific use for this, but again, it's a neutral, so I can pretty much always justify buying a neutral color yarn because I know that I'm going to use it for something. That would probably be good also for like the chicks and the eggs, their little fluff on top. Then we got a couple of Big Twist plush. So this colorway is called Tutti Frutti. See, look, that's what I like. They put it on there nice and big 3 times so that idiots like me can read it in a timely manner. Tutti Frutti, this is going to be great for lots of things, but turtle shells specifically. Like I could pull out the orange from that to do the body. I could pull out the dark blue. I could pull out the pink, the teal. I really like this colorway. I've actually never worked with this before. Also, my stress pets that I do for markets, which I have a free tutorial on my channel about, by the way, if you're interested. The stress pets always sell really well, and I always do variegated yarns for those because they're really simple and small objects, so it's not like a molestation to the eyes. Because you know, if you do a big project in variegated, there's a good chance it's going to be like, whoa, there's a lot going on there. So I like to use the variegateds for the smaller projects. We also, in the Big Twist plush, have Crayon Box. And I mean, this is just like your primary colors. Again, I've never used this colorway, but I plan on making some tweedles and some stress pets in this, and I got 2 of each of those skeins, so we'll come across them eventually, I'm sure. Then we got this cardamom color in the Big Twist plush, and this is like that same color as the chenille brights because I said that I used it a lot. This Big Twist plush is a lot thicker though, so this will be good. I actually use these for squirrels. Wait, I have a squirrel right here, I'll show you. So here's my squirrel that I use the Big Twist plush with. And then there's that fur that I was talking about. I use this color all the time, so had to get that for sure. Then we have, oh, this skein is like super soft. It's like unnaturally soft and I enjoy it. This is the shade Strawberry Sherbet. And I used up an entire skein of this the other day making stress pets, so I wanted to replace in my stash. I don't know what else I'm going to use this for, but it's just, I mean, it's pink and girly and cute, and I love it. Also in the Big Twist plush, we got this color called Ivy, which I do not approve of. We had ivy in our yard as a kid, and this is not the color of ivy. But that's okay. Again, maybe if Joann's color namers knew what they were doing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This is a really pretty shade. And this is going to go so well with the Tutti Frutti. Look at how pretty those look together. I'm excited to make some turtles out of those. Then I got a burnout blanket in this blush pink color. It's like a nice soft pink. I use this shade of burnout for a lot of things, specifically snugglers. I've done like a little baby bunny in the pink. I've done a unicorn snuggler in the pink. So I was just out of this in my stash, so I needed to get some more of that. Also in the burnout blanket, I got this color called Almond for some Pop-Tarts. So Pop-Tarts are always a really good seller for me at markets, but I normally do them in Parfait Chunky, so they turn out like yay big, and then I put keychains on them and call them backpack buddies, and they sell really good. But I wanted to do some bigger Pop-Tarts and make them more like decor pillows because weirdos like me definitely would put a Pop-Tart on their couch. So we've got the burnout blanket, and that will come out bigger than the Parfait Chunky. Then we have another Big Twist plush color in the neon. I think it's just called neon rainbow variegated. This one's got a weird feel. This was a pickup in store, so I did not feel this one. It's a little starchy. I can still work with it, but it's not super soft like that other pink variegated was. But this one is a lot of fun for the stress pets. They come out very cool and very obnoxious, so the kids love the obnoxiousness of them. Then I got 6 skeins of this Bernat Baby Pipsqueak. I have already broken into 3 of them because I started working on a huge project that you will hopefully see on Monday's This Week's Makes video, if not the week after. And I'm using this yarn for it, and it is my biggest project ever, even bigger than Mushy Guy, bigger than Tia, bigger than everything that you see. It's huge. That's what she said. But I think I actually need more. I only got 6 skeins. I've already gone through 3, and I think I have a little more than halfway to go on the pattern. So I think I'm going to need to get another one of these. They are so soft, you guys. So soft. Oh, earlier I was telling you that I was using the white in this for the skunk tails. We got some cardboard on this. I was using this in white. And this is what I mean. Like, it's not fur, but it's like little strands. I don't know what you would call that, but it's super soft. And I love the pastel colors in this. So I got a couple of those. I got to set these aside because I'm going to need to break into those soon. We've got another neon rainbow variegated. And again, this one doesn't feel super great. To be honest with you, I might go exchange these for different skeins. I'm sure they'll let me just swap them out. Yeah, this doesn't feel great. And I want to be able to work with it. So I'm going to set both of these aside so that I can take those back to Joann's and exchange them. Then I got the Red Heart Super Saver stripes, and this is polo stripe. And in my vlog, I was talking about how I had seen reels and TikToks of all the girlies, the TikTok influencers or the crochet influencers, combining a really pretty acrylic yarn with a black chenille and then making like a galaxy bunny or something out of it. So I wanted to be a part of the club. I might as well just say meow because I wanted to copycat. And I got this colorway because I thought that the galaxy vibe of it was really pretty. So also stay tuned for a weekly makes. I'm going to try to get to this project for Monday's video. But I'm super excited with how that's going to turn out. And like I said at the beginning of the video, because our car was full, there are many other colorways of this Red Heart stripes that I want to get to do the same thing with, combining it with a chenille. But I held off. But I haven't written down which ones I want to get. So, and the good thing is that Red Heart is sold other places, not just Joann's. So I figured even if Joann's does go under completely, I'm still going to be able to get that yarn elsewhere. So that's why I held off on it. Then we have another fur in just black because I just needed something, you know, another neutral. And then finally in the box, we have the Big Twist plush in black. And I got one of the chenille brights in the black, but this is, again, a lot thicker than the chenille brights. I don't have any... Oh, wait, yes, I do. I was about to say I don't have any specific ideas for this, but that's a lie. I used the cardamom color in the plush to do the squirrels like I showed you, but obviously the color is going to be different because it's a skunk and a squirrel. So there's the black. So that was all in the box, but now we have the giant garbage bag to go through. Okay, so the first thing in the bag is another skein of the black because I already have 3 squirrels and I have enough yarn to do 3 more squirrels, and I get 3 squirrels / skunks out of 1 skein of the plush. So I needed enough plush to do as many skunks as I had squirrels. Do you guys care about this? Am I talking too much? I don't know. Let me know also in the comments. I like to ask you guys a lot because I feel like we're just like friends chit-chatting. So I like to ask you guys to tell me in the comments because I want to know what you're doing. I'm nosy. If you're crocheting along right now to this video and just have me rambling in the background, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you're crocheting. Okay, we also have the Plush color in Strawberry Smoothie. And let me grab the Bernat so that we can compare the shades. So the Bernat and the Plush are very, very similar in shade, but the Plush is thicker. So I don't know specifically what I'm going to use this with over the Bernat. If I do turtles, I might use this for like the solid head and fin color along with one of the variegated shells. Then we have, this is my all-time favorite variegated. I've said that a million times on this channel. This is the Big Twist Plush Pastel Variegated. That's just what it's called. And it is so, so pretty. And these are super soft skeins. I got 2 of these, but if I get wind that my local Joann's is closing, then I will definitely be going and getting like 10 more of these skeins because I go through them a lot because I love using that colorway. Then we have another plush color that I have never used before, and this is just called Denim Blue Variegated. So I have a bunch of stress pets in the pink variegated. I figured I should do some blue too. So that'll work up nicely, I'm sure. This is the Burnout Velvet Twist. This is some of my favorite yarn of all time to use besides the Juicy Couture Velour. That stuff is crazy expensive, but it is such a treat for the hands to use. This stuff is amazing. It is so smooth. It is so soft. It glides so nice on the hook, but because it's multiple strands of the Burnout Velvet twisted together, first of all, it doesn't come apart. Like it's like factory twisted. I don't know how they do it, but like in this one, we've got some green and then some maroon, and it goes into dark blue and teal. Because it's twisted together, it is thicker, so things come out bigger in it. So I got 2 skeins of this, I think. Yeah, 2 skeins of this. This is perfect for snakes, for dragons. I love it. Love it, love it. I have never seen another colorway of this. This is called Alluring Peacock. I like that. See, Big Twist team, this is what I expect from the names, okay? Not this neon variegated. Boring. Alluring Peacock is what I expect. But I have never seen another shade of this yarn at a Joann's or a Michael's. I don't even think they sell this at Michael's, at least not in store. But I do know that there is like a red variant. There is a blue variant. But I have only ever seen this colorway in store, so I don't know if that means anything. But I'm just letting you know if you're interested in that yarn. Then we've got another Big Twist Plush color in the color Spa Variegated. Okay, that one's a little more of a fun name. Spa Variegated. And I mean, this is going to be perfect for turtle shells. I keep mentioning turtles. I want you all to know that I have only ever made for markets like 3 turtles. I don't really enjoy making them that much, and I like to be different than other people, other like market crocheters. So I typically don't do the turtles, but something in me the other day when I was shopping, I was like, that looks like it would be a good turtle color. That's for a turtle. That's for a turtle. Who knows if I'm actually going to use these on turtles, but this is a pretty colorway regardless. This would be good for any sea creature. I could do like the squid in this. That would be a lot of fun. And because it's plush, the little tentacles would be so fun to fondle. So we've got the Spa. Then we have a bunch of Baby Bear because I don't work with Baby Bear that much because it's so thin. But when I do, I love working with it. So we got, oh, this is actually Posh. So this is Big Twist Posh, and this is the color Ube Milk Tea. And then I got another purple shade that is Baby Bear, and then this color is called Lavender. So there's the color comparison. There's the Posh, and then there's the Lavender. So this one's Baby Bear, this one's Posh, even though again they look like the same, and these skeins are a disaster, kind of like me. Then we have the Baby Bear color in Shrimp. This one feels nice and soft, but again, it's like that Posh texture. It's a little bit shinier than the other Baby Bears have been, but I do have another skein of this up top with all my oranges, and I want to start making some little shrimps for markets, and because it's a nice small weight, you know, the shrimp will come out nice and dainty and cute, kind of like the mice situation. They're like the two things that I'm okay with them coming out small. So shrimp. And then this is a Big Twist Posh color. This is called Mint Chip, which it's not very minty and it's not very chippy. So I would call this, like, this is kind of similar to that Seaside color in the Parfait Chunky. So I would personally rename this. But there is that shade. Oh, we have a couple imposters in here that are not the Baby Bear or the Posh. We have another Spa variegated in the Big Twist Plush. And we have yet another cardamom color. I've got a lot of this brown color. I have a feeling that one shelf is going to be solely for this brown color. It's okay, I use it. Speaking of a brown color, we have another croissant in the Big Twist Posh. Oh, hey, this is random. I thought that this peach Dollar Tree yarn was downstairs, but apparently it was in this bag. So I took the belly band off of it though. But there's the peach in the Dollar Tree. An imposter. All right, then we have another Baby Bear, and this is in the color Sage. Unique green. I mean, it's a sage green. And then we have this Baby Bear. This one really feels like Posh. Oh, wow. This one has like no silkiness, no softness like Baby Bear used to. This is just straight Posh, but it is in a pastel color, which is fine because it makes it easier to combine the Posh and the Baby Bear. And Posh has like 1,000 colors, and they recently came out with new colors not too long ago. So it's nice now that we can pair the Baby Bear pastels with the variety of Posh colors. So this is in the color Strawberry Smoothie, which isn't that the same color as the pink in the Posh or in the Plush? I think it was. But Strawberry Smoothie, really pretty pastel pink. And then we have Baby Bear. This is old Baby Bear. Look, do you see the difference? Hang on, let me grab that pink that I just threw. Okay, so there's the pink. There is the blue. This is the old formula of Baby Bear. And I much prefer this. This is so much softer compared to this. But oh well. This blue is called Blue Skies, and there's actually a Posh color that is very, very similar to this. I do not have it, otherwise I would show you to compare, but I believe it's called Blueberry Smoothie. But because I prefer the feeling of Baby Bear, I opted for this skein over the Posh Blueberry Smoothie. So that was the bag. So let me show you what my office is looking like currently. So we have a couple skeins up here, and this is what the floor is looking like. And then here is my cube storage. We have all of the neutrals over here and then the colors going around. So as if this video wasn't long enough already, now we're going to organize this mess. Okay, hopefully I got this set up so that you can see what I'm doing. So currently I have all of my neutrals over here in the crates, And down in the very last crate, I have some variegateds. So I think what I'm going to do, since I have a lot of neutral colors, is actually move that stash over to the bookshelf. And so I'm going to start with that so that I have this whole area to work with. And then I'm thinking, depending on how full that gets, I might also put the variegateds in there, but I think with all my neutrals, that's going to get full really quick. So we'll see. Let's see how we do here. I have to decide what I want to do with the furs. Do I want to organize the furs with everything else by color, or do I want to put all the furs separate? Now, for all of my stash, as you can see, I prefer organizing by color instead of by yarn type, because I just don't have enough places to put the rainbow of colors in each yarn type that I have. But I'm thinking for the fur, I'm going to put them all together instead of with their color group. So I'm going to set this aside, and the fur's probably going to take up one of the crates eventually. Got to open up my pack of the brights. I already had it open on one side, so I just ripped into it like a heathen. All right, let's put these away. Well, the blacks took up pretty much one whole thing. I also threw my Colorama Halo down there as well. I have a feeling I'm not going to have a spot for all of these yarns. First world problems, am I right? Okay, I don't have that many grays. You can't see what I'm looking at. I don't have many grays at all. And I didn't get like any gray besides that one Parfait Chunky. So I guess I'll grab that and we'll add it to the stash. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the only gray that I got. So I am thinking that the grays and the browns are going to take up one shelf. So I guess we'll do that. Or since I have so few grays, I can put them down with the blacks. Let me see if I can organize it so it's with the blacks. All right, I did fit all of my grays back there. Now, I don't love that they're so low because I feel like it's hard for me because I'm very tall to see actually what I have down there. I don't love the idea of having to get on my hands and knees and look like way back there because like my Colorama Halo's back there, but you can't see it. But oh well, I need a place to put everything, so that's where it's gonna go. All right, on to the browns, and we got a lot of browns in the pile down here. So I gotta pick all of those out, and I think I'm gonna do that first and then move these over. Also for the Pom Pom, I have to decide if I want to put it with the color groups. I think I'm gonna put the Pom Pom with the color groups, because it's mostly brown. So I'm going to put this Pom Pom with the brown. I also have this color fur. This is what I use for the squirrels. I don't know what this color is called, but here's the sea otter and then here's the squirrel color. So that's going to go with my furs, obviously, instead of the browns. Rip Chenille Home Slim. I have a couple of really dark brown yarn. This came from that Amazon pack. This one's like super dark, but oh my gosh, you guys, this is so soft. Feels just like Juicy Couture, but like a quarter of the price. I found another gray in the back. This is from Dollar Tree, I believe. It's a really dark gray. What do we think about this mystical color? Should I put that with the browns or the creams? Well, I don't really have enough space in the browns, so how am I going to fit all of my creams and whites? I forgot I had this Amazon black that I got to add. So because I know I'm not going to have enough room for the whites and the creams in that top shelf, I think I'm going to put these two more like variegated with the rest of the variegated yarn, even though previously I had them with their most light color. So I'm going to set these aside for now. And then I previously also had all of my bloom chenilles with their color group, but I think I'm going to have a crate specifically for the bloom. So I'm also going to set this aside for now. Well, I had to squeeze it in there like me trying to squeeze into my jeans that I wore in college, but I was able to get all of the whites and creams in there. And hopefully I didn't miss any skeins down here on the floor. Here's what we're dealing with. Actually I see one that needs to go in there. Hang on. The mushroom escaped. Should I put this with the creams or with the browns? I think I'm gonna go with the browns simply because I don't have any more room on the top. Fits nicely in there. Okay. We're looking pretty good. So I got all my neutrals in there. So now all of the crates are empty except for that very last one down there. I forgot that there was stuff on my desk that I needed to put away too. So all of the yarn down in the bottom here, sorry that my chair is in the way. I have no other place to put it. But all of these down here are all like variegateds. Oh my gosh, this is a disaster area. Oh boy. Okay. This is these are two more of the variegateds that I got in that Amazon pack. This is that purple and green or blue and green that I was telling you about. That's really good for jellyfish. This was another colorway in it. I told you I'll link this. I love this stuff. So I think all of the rainbows are going to get their own area. And then this yarn I got on Temu. This skein is a disaster. This is super, super skinny chenille. So if I use this, I'll combine it with a thicker yarn, or I will double it up, even triple it up. So I've got a couple of skeins of this. Here's a pink Amazon variegated. One of my icks, and I'm about to out myself here, is that if I click on to a crocheter's video and in their background they have a yarn wall with all of the tails hanging down, and if it's completely disorganized, I will immediately click off the video. And I don't mean to be mean, but I have really severe OCD and I will not hear a single word that they say because I will be too hyper-focused on the disaster that is their yarn collection. I don't want to be this way. It was just how I was born. So I got to wind all of these up. Wow, this one is really falling apart. We're going to be here for a minute. Oh, we got a big old knot in it. That's fine. It's going to stay. Because you won't be able to see it. I'll untangle it the next time I go to work with this stuff. There we go. Now I do have a yarn winder and I could cake things, but I have found, I did that for a minute. But first of all, you know how much time it would take for me to cake everything that you saw today? Too much time. But also, it doesn't store as well. I can get less cakes in my storage versus when they're in their skeins. So that's why I do not cake them. Cake by the ocean. Okay, so all of these rainbows are going to go down at the very bottom because I don't use them very much. I also, this is from Herschners. I have this Soho Mystical. This is also super thin. It's called Birthday Cake. It was like 99 cents or something. So I got it and it's a lot thinner than I was expecting it to be. Have not used it yet, as you can see, and the label looks like it was made on like Microsoft Word. This looks like a really cheap Amazon label, but it's from Herschners, so I don't know who makes this. Maybe Soho, I don't know, but I have it. So I'm putting all of those down below along with my Amazon variegateds. Then I have to figure out where I want to put the fur. I'm thinking we're gonna go bloom on this one. Why? I don't know. It just feels right. So I need to take out the bloom that I have stashed in my cubes. And I do not have very many skeins of this. I only have 3. So this cube can share a spot. I have some random ones that I had, like this one with the blue and then this one with the purples. So I think I might put this in here as well, just because I need to have some room in the actual color cubes for all of the skeins that we got. Let's see. I don't see any other variegateds except for I have a couple skeins of Mystical. I don't know if I want to put Mystical on its own because I don't know if I'm going to have room over here. Let's put in the other variegateds first and then see how we're doing on room. So we have this burnout blanket. This one is so soft. This is called Forest Sage. I have not used it yet, but I thought it would be good for frogs or snakes. Let's put it up here. See, I don't like that when it hangs down like that. Tuck it in. I need some spandex for my yarn skeins. Okay, we'll put in, let's do all the big twist plush down here. I could have sworn I got another Tutti Frutti. Maybe I didn't. Okay, we'll put these here. They kind of stick out a little bit. The skeins are a little big, but that's okay. All right, and then I will put my non-plush variegateds up top. All right, well, besides the sprinkles, oh wait, hang on, there, I see another one. My favorite, my velvet twists. So that is all of my variegateds besides these two, which I'm going to put at the bottom with all the rainbows. I'm out of room on the crates and I still need a place to put all of the fur. So I'm going to need to consolidate here. Okay, since these are technically rainbow, I will put them down with my other rainbows. Okay. And then we have the other plushes. That looks good. This box here bothers me because of the hodgepodge of colors that it is. All right, I'm going to put these variegateds up with these. And then I'm going to put my blooms back with their colored family. Although the problem is that I don't have a place for the cream. I can put it up with my hot pinks because it's got hot pink flowers, so that'll work. Okay, let's put away the fur. So now I've got 2 cubes here. Making sure I didn't miss any of the variegateds. I didn't. Now the question is, do I want to put my mysticals all in one or do I want to put them with their color families? Let's see how much room the fur takes up. We'll do the rainbows on the bottom. I just realized I'm missing another skein from Joann's that they were sending me. It's another fur. I will insert a picture of it. It's like a really pretty blue and purple. So they did not send that to me. This fur is from Hobby Lobby, and this is a lot fluffier than this, the Big Twist. This is like more silky, this is more fluffy, but this is a unique color. So I guess we'll go black, browns, another brown, and another one, and another one. And then my Highland Coo. Okay, the fur didn't take up as much room as I thought that it would. So good, we've got one crate open. I'm gonna leave it for now and let's work on the colors and then we'll see how we're doing with space on the colors. Okay, so I like the Roy G. Biv order. I have a lot of yellows, as you can see up here. I think I need a whole other cube for yellows. Yeah, because I got a couple mustards, which are going to go with the yellows. So this is like my in-between orange. Like, it's not really orange. This is like my non-orange, but orange cube. And I think that this can be combined with the orange. So I'm going to set these all to the side. If I don't do a full crate just for Mystical, no, I need to do a full crate for Mystical. Otherwise, I'm not going to have room, which is fine because I don't have any space for this in my neutral cabinet. So let's put all of the Mysticals in this last crate over here. I have the yellow, the purple. See, I don't like how messy that looks. That's not gonna do. We gotta tuck it in. And then we've got the new green. And then I have the spearmint green as well. So there we go. There's all the Mysticals. That looks fine. Like that. Okay, now for all of the colors. Ew boy. I don't even know where to start here. Let's start with the purples since there's not very many purples. So let me grab all of our new purples. Okay, we've got a couple new purples. That is definitely going with the Big Twist Posh. Let's see. So this cube is more of like the lavenders, and then this cube is more of like the fun purples. So maybe I'll do this. Let's see. I mean, this is periwinkle. This is like bluish purple. Let's put that one there. We've got our darker purples. Do I like that or do I hate that? No, I hate it. You know what? We're gonna switch these cubes because when I do my videos, you can normally only see from here over, and I think that this cube is prettier than this cube. So we're going to swap these. And this is how anal retentive I am. I even coordinate like from left to right the colors. So since this cube is going to be the darker purples, I'm putting the darker shades of lavender on this side of the cube. All right, so all of my lavenders fit in there. Now we have the darker purples. I don't know, would you consider this blue or purple? It looks more blue on camera. But with the blues, it looks like it stands out. You see what I mean? So I don't know. This one I'm going to set aside for now. TBD. Oh, I also have this Amazon one that I forgot about, and it definitely needs to go in there. So we will squeeze it. Perfect, perfect. Okay, now we have the bright purples and the dark purples. Now, I have room in this cube that I might actually combine the purples and the blushes so that I have more room for the pinks. Because I got a couple large skeins of pinks, like in the plush and the brunette, I'm gonna need a lot of surface space. I also have these two chenille Holmes in blush, so I don't love mixing the pinks and the purples, but I think for sake of storage space, we gotta do it. We need to make some sacrifices here. Okay, and then this is Sweet Snuggles Light in blush. And then we've got the Posh. Okay, so we've got the dark purples as well as the blushes in that cube. Now let's work our way up to the pinks. So we got quite a few pinks, which is good because it is my most frequently used color. So let's start with the burlap blanket and the plush on the bottom. These are brighter. I'm thinking I might end up needing 3 cubes for pink. Oh shoot, I forgot a mauve. I mean a blush. Can we squeeze this in here? Yes, we can. We can do it. Yes, we can. What do you think this should go? Should this go with like the oranges or the pinks? I'm leaning toward oranges because that's it compared to pink. So this might go with my orange that's not really orange pile. Okay, so let's do the light pinks down here. So we've got the baby bear. That's gonna go with the hot pinks. Here's oh, interesting. Whoa, wait a second. Okay, this doesn't have the band on it, so I don't know what color it is, but this is Baby Bear. I know that for a fact. This I got when it first came out. Look at the shade difference. I don't think that there are 2 shades of pink Baby Bear, is there? Did they change the color? Interesting, interesting. Okay. We've got a little bit of Sweet Snuggles Light. Let's see here. Oh, I have a little bit of Bernat Blanket left, so I'll put that with the new skein of Bernat. Got a little Sweet Snuggles, and then I believe this color is called Bubblegum Pink and Parfait. What color is this? I don't know. I don't keep the belly bands for anything, so I never know. I'm taking shots in the dark here. And then we've got 2 new skeins of the Ballet Pink that we gotta squeeze in here. Perfect. Those fit great. Okay, then we have like the medium shade pinks. So we've got the new Fluffy Flex, which might be going back. Like I said, we'll see. And then we have these 2 and the hot pink. I'm thinking that I'm going to combine the hot pink with the medium pinks. So let's do that. Let's move all of these down. See, this is interesting though. This is, I can't think of the color in Parfait Chunky, but this is Parfait Chunky. And it's not really hot pink, it's more orange. But I'm gonna put it with the hot pinks. Woo! This is Pink Lemonade in Parfait Chunky. I really like this color, it's nice. So here's the hibiscus in the brights, and there's the hibiscus in the Parfait Chunky. So you can see the difference. It is going to take me forever and a year to edit this video. Oh, I forgot about this bloom. See, this one really needs to be caked. You know, if you use Sweet Snuggles Light, that by the time you get to the end of a skein, it is just a hot mess. Let's see, can we stuff this in somewhere? There we go, we stuffed it in. I forgot a skein of black of the Pom Pom. It fit in there though, so no worries. Okay, here's an update on the ground. We're getting there, you guys. We are getting there. Okay, what's next? Now, let's start working this way because I haven't decided what's gonna go up there yet. So I actually have 3 cubes for blues, kind of. So we've got like the light and true blues, the darker blues. Oh, here's a skein of mystical. We gotta put that in the crate. And then over here we have like the deep teals. Like I always think of Princess Merida's dress. So yeah, we're definitely gonna need to keep the 3 because I got quite a bit of blue. So these darker blues, I think are gonna be moved to their own. Look at how chunky that yarn is. That's a jumbo yarn. We're gonna move these over here. Oh my gosh. And this new azure color is definitely more along the lines of the darker blue. So we'll do this. And put that there. And then we also have this one and this one. See, okay, these are kind of similar in vibe, these two. So do I want to put them with the blues? Maybe they should go here. Let's put them between the blue and the purple. Okay, happy medium. All right, I gotta take all these out. So I have a skein of Sweet Snuggles Light, and then this one is caked, and they don't go together. So it frankly bothers me because I don't really know where to shove this. Like maybe there? I don't know. Those are slightly different colors too. Oh, I've got another partial skein of Sweet Snuggles. I mean, at this point, I really should just put this in scrap. But if I put it in scrap, I'm not going to realize that I have it, and I need to go through these little skeins before I get to that new one. All right, then we have our new Fluffy Flex. That will go in here as well. And then our Baby Bear, super light blue. Yes, yes. Then we've got a couple of skeins of blue Parfait Chunky, and then this is Amazon light blue. So I'm gonna put this down with the other Amazon light blue. Okay, so our light blue is looking pretty good, and I don't think I missed any. Okay, now we have like the deep teals. So I have this new Big Twist plush. That definitely is gonna go in here. And I have, let's see, this new Chanel Brights. I think I'm going to put this in here as well because it definitely is the color family, even though it is lighter than everything else that's in here. Same color family. So I'm going to put that in there. Then in this cube, I have like the minty greens. Ooh, I forgot about this one. Where should we put this guy? Ooh, should I put this with the minty greens or should I put it with the blues? I think it's going to go with the minty green. So let me grab what we have of that. So we've got 4 that are going to be included into the minty green category. So let's see here. This is more sage. Should I move this to the greens? No, I think it fits better with the mints. I have some green fur that I forgot about, so I'm going to put this with my fur stash. All right, there are all of our mints. Now we've got some more greens. I could have sworn, oh, I did get 2. Okay, I was like, I could have sworn I got 2 of this new goblin color, and I did. I have to extinguish my candle because a skein almost just fell right into the wax. This is a burnout sparkle, and it's kind of like an in-between yellow and green, so I'll probably put it at the top of my green cube. Oh, I forgot to put this in with the hot pinks. I might be able to squeeze it in here. Oh, stuff it in. She's bulging, but she's in there. All right, we're gonna do darker greens along the right, more of like the sagey greens. So that'll go there, and then here's my pretty goblin. And then I also have this emerald Amazon yarn, and then this is Yarn Bee Sparkle Velvet. So we'll throw that in there as well. Then we have, let's see, our Amazon green. Oh, I was saying that this looks like it might be similar to the goblin green, but it's not. Those are completely different colors. Both really pretty though. I think I'm going to put this burnout up with the yellows actually, even though it is green technically. I am out of room, so I will put it at the bottom of the yellow storage. So now I need to shift all of my oranges over. Let me move this up. All right, so, I'm actually gonna need 2 cubes of red too. Do I want to move those over? Yeah, okay. We're shifting everything over. So we've got our, oh my gosh, this is a disaster! We're gonna put all of our rubies over here. Should I spread out my pinks? No, I'm gonna leave them. They fit like that. All right, I'm gonna put all of my rubies over here. It's a good thing I'm tall. And then we've got the regular reds. Let's see, I'll do the poppy. No, let me grab the new skeins. Okay, so I've got the cardinal, The new skeins always go on the bottom so that I grab for the open ones first. And then we've got the poppy. Here's my opened poppy. This is Posh, and then here's the Amazon. All right, I was able to fit all the reds in one, so that's good. Okay, then we're gonna go with the oranges that are kind of like not super orange. So we've got this Sweet Snuggles color. Then we have the Baby Bear. See, those are both the same color, but the old formula looks different. How many times can I say it for you to believe me that they're different? I know a lot of you do believe me. Okay, then we have the Dollar Tree and the Parfait Chunky in the color Shell. Those are pretty much the same color, actually. So really the only orange that we got was this Amazon one. So we're gonna move that over though so that there's more room for yellows. So, oh, I have another mystical, which is perfect because I have exactly one more spot for the mystical. I'm going to put the orange with the pink though, and then the blue with the green, and then put the greens together. Because again, I'm a little delulu. All right, moving over all of the oranges. I've got a couple skeins of the tangerine color in Parfait Chunky because not a lot of brands make orange. So normally whenever I place an order, I grab at least one skein of that just so that I have a back stock of it. Like I said, especially during Halloween time, I use a lot of orange. And I've got that one. Oh no, we had a casualty. Okay, now we need to do the yellows and then we're about done, you guys. Oh, I forgot this last orange that I set off to the side. Perfect, perfect. Okay, let's do like the traditional yellows in this cube and then the more like weird colored yellows in the cube closest to the corner. So we'll leave all the mustards and stuff in there. So we've got a Sweet Snuggles and some Baby Bear. Here's some more Sweet Snuggles and a partial skein. Let's put these two here. And those are going to be used up because like I said, I have an idea for those. So those are going to go bye-bye pretty quickly here. Good. Okay, and then I'm going to put like my obnoxious yellows. I mean, this one's technically green, but I'm going to put these in that corner cube. Gotta rewind it. Man, this thing just falls apart like a taco. Should I put this new maize color with the yellows or with the oranges? Because I'm kind of leaning toward the oranges actually. Yeah, we're gonna put it with the oranges. All right, so then we've got, this is a nice bright yellow. I'll put it in here. And then we have the mustard colors. And then last but certainly not least, we have our Galaxy acrylic, which I am actually to put down here with all of my non plushy yarn, except for that's overstock. that I don't have room for. Oh my gosh, there's another mystical down there. Do I have room for that? I definitely don't have room for the gray and the whites. Do I have room for the green? No, I don't. So that's gonna stay down there, I guess. Oh, I have these two parfait chunkies too. Oops. Actually, I'm just gonna set that right there because I'm gonna use that. Okay, well, the floor is finally clean. That's all of my makes that I have been working on. And here it is, you guys. Oh, wait, let's zoom out. Wow, look at how fully stocked it looks. Oh, good. I'm so excited because I have a lot to do, a lot of work. Because as I said, I have 2 giant markets coming up in the next couple of months. So thank you so much for hanging out with me on this very, very long video. Don't forget to leave me a comment and tell me what you've been crocheting this whole time. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.